On the same note, let me take this opportunity to call on the First Under Secretary for Finance in the Ministry of Finance and Planning, Honorable Garang Majak, to come forward and share his speech with us on this event as we welcome our new minister. Honorable, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Tech Stephen. Honorable Dr. Barnabas Bak Chol, the Minister of Finance and Planning, Honorable Assunta Luka, the wife of our new minister, Dr. Bak Chol, the Minister of Finance, Honorable Akuei Deng, the Minister of Trade and Industry, Honorable Dr. Addis Ababa, the Governor of the Bank of South Sudan, Honorable Simon Akuei, the Commissioner General of the South Sudan Revenue Authority, Honorable Deputy Minister Jens Geit, Minister of Finance, Deputy Minister of Finance and Planning, Honorable Dr. Chol, the Under Secretary of Petroleum, Honorable Benjamin Ayale, the Under Secretary in the Ministry of Finance and Planning, Honorable Malik, the Deputy Minister of Justice, Honorable Technical Advisors, including my colleague Simon Kiman, the National Expert, the DGs, Directors, the media, the entire family of the Minister of Finance, the invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you delighted and honored to share this important day of welcoming our new minister, Honorable Dr. Barnabas Bak Chol. And before I proceed, I would like to appreciate His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit for appointing Dr. Barnabas Bak Chol as the Minister of Finance and Planning for the second time. I would also like to appreciate the guidance and the support from the former Minister of Finance, Honorable Akuei Deng. I would like to apologize before I proceed on the political issues. Honorable Dr. Bak, you know very well many people love you. And with this economic crisis, we decided that we keep it small, basics, and cost-effective. And that's why we did not include many people to attend this occasion. Honorable Bak is mindful about the little resources that we have. He directed us that we should just have a small function that will make him take over his role as a Minister of Finance in a simple way. So my apologies to the National Assembly. I have seen chairpersons of public finance. Also apologies to the former Deputy Minister, Honorable Maulana Agok, and other senior government officials who came here and they did not get a proper sitting arrangement. So our apologies as the Minister of Finance. Honorable Minister, as mentioned earlier, the Minister of Finance is delighted to welcome you back. And your coming back in this economic and financial crisis send a signal that together with our brothers and sisters in the economics cluster, we will improve the economy. To just update you on the current financial position as an accounting officer in the Ministry of Finance and Planning, we are for organized forces and civil servants. Up to the month of October. This is in line with the directive from His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit that on 24th of every month, the salaries must be paid. So we are complying with that, and with your leadership, I know very well we will do much, much better than what we were doing. On top of this is also the operating costs for the MDAs. We have also been paying the operating costs for all government agencies for the past 3 months together with the salaries. Internally, we also have some challenges as mentioned, but just to highlight to my colleague who are delighted with your appointment that the welfare and the condition of the staff in the Ministry of Finance remain a challenge, remain important, but of course we have been trying our best to address some of the challenges, including our colleagues who are also sick, people who are also struggling economically, and also with other challenges. So with your leadership, I believe that we shall improve the welfare of our staff. On another important information I would like to update the public is about liquidity crisis, of which my dear brother, Governor, Honorable Addis Ababa, will speak about. Central bank is the father and the mother of the currencies. So I know very well he has got more knowledge than me. I don't want to touch so much, but I would like to inform you that Ministry of Finance and the central banks are working hand in hand. As you know very well, we handle the fiscal policies and the central bank handle the monetary policies. So with this thing, the issue of the liquidity crisis in the market. However, we also encourage digital payment. Launched national payment system the other day. The whole world is going digital because it is safe, it is fast. Grows faster. Honorable Minister, just to stop, I would like that has done a lot of works in education and also in public universities, including University of Juba, which you taught me when I did my MBA, and I am delighted from your teaching, from your supervision of my thesis, will be applied to make sure that I would also like to assure you that me and my friend Benjamin Ayale, Deputy Minister of Finance, and all the directors, generals, the directors, technical advisors, the entire family of Minister of Finance will stand behind you to make sure that we improve the economy. My request to all of us that us as non-politicians, we always follow the decrees of His Excellency the President. When he says so and so is the minister, this is where our allegiance shifts to that leader. So I want to encourage all of us that the former minister is gone until he gets another assignment. But for now, we have our able and far-sighted leader, Dr. Barnabas Bak Chol, who is the Minister of Finance. I request all of us to give him all the support he needs. I request all of us to avoid politics. Let us not do politics. let us leave politics to politicians, and especially from outside. We cannot actually control them. But within the Ministry of Finance, let us not do politics, because politics divide us. Okay? Let us leave it to Honorable Minister Barnabas, Honorable Deputy Minister. From me downward, let us perform our job so that we deliver financial services to the people of South Sudan, support His Excellency President Kiir, who has been working very hard to keep our country united. And as Dr. Chol said, South Sudan is peaceful. What has remained is for us to work together as a team to improve the economy. Resources are there, but we need to invest to raise more resources and also be able to finance our national budget. I know very well, Honorable Minister, the first task that you will take on is actually the national budget of 2025-2026, which has been prepared together with my brother Benjamin Ayele, waiting to make its way to the Council of Ministers and finally to the National Assembly, and before it is assented to law by His Excellency President Salva Kiir. So with this, Honorable Deputy Minister, Honorable Minister, it is a pleasure, honestly, to have you back as our leader. We will support you, we will stand with you. And to my colleagues, I had mentioned earlier, the Governor, SSRA, Minister of Petroleum, and also able Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, we will work together with you to make sure that we improve the living condition of our people. We will continue to pay salaries on time, but again, we would also would like to encourage our brothers and sisters who are the beneficiaries of salaries to accept digital payment. When you have money in your account, even if you don't have cash, please, you try to embrace that transaction. It is safer, fast, and cost-effective. And of course, the little demand for cash, Honorable Governor, he has been doing his best to provide. So we'll continue actually to put the two systems together, you know, the digital payment, and also in the interim, we'll try also to make some cash available for those who are in need of doing the transaction using the cash, resources. With this, I thank you very much, Organizing Committee, Mr. Tex, Stephen, the security, all the people who got involved in this organizing ceremony to welcome our new minister, and I really appreciate your hard work. And if anything that went wrong in this, we ask for apologies. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Garang Majak, the first Under Secretary for Finance in the Ministry of Finance and Planning. Let us welcome him. Let us clap as he goes back to his seat, and also for the delivery of that great message through his speech. Thank you very much. Now, let's take this opportunity to call on
Barnabas Bak Chol, the Minister of Finance and Planning, Honorable Tongkwal Manyang, the Minister of Trade and Industry, Deputy Minister of Finance, Deputy Minister of Justice, Honorable Undersecretary, both Benjamin and Garang of Finance, and Honorable Undersecretary Dr. Chol, Honorable Undersecretary of the Ministry of Information, Madam Dr. Barnabas, who also came to share us in this important day, honorable advisors for the Ministry of Finance, and honorable members of Parliament who have also come here. Protocol remain observed. Ladies and gentlemen, as said, my name is Simon Akuei, the Commissioner General of South Sudan Revenue Authority. The Governor of the Bank of South Sudan, of course, Dr. Addis, and all the colleagues that I might have forgotten. Dr. Bak Barnabas, Mabruk, congratulations for winning the trust of His Excellency General Salva Kiir Mayardit, the President of the Republic of South Sudan. And for the second time, to come here and further the interests of developing this economy of the Republic of South Sudan. As a teacher, as a lecturer, and an expert and economist, we believe your coming back here is more sharpened than for your first time, because you saw the challenges in your first tenure here. And I believe those challenges are still fresh in your mind, and you are ready to take the task and actually resolve them with your colleagues in the economic sector. Yes, as a lecturer, of course, you have all it takes to improve our economy. One of the challenges that we have across the world are the economies of 2025. Not only in South Sudan, but in most parts of the world, economies are struggling. But particularly the Republic of sometimes people don't understand our role as South Sudan Revenue Authority. We are not a spending agency. And of course, 2% for the system, the Crawford, and the rest of the percentages goes to other institutions like the banks, 0.5%, and the non-tax institutions that actually collect revenues also qualify to get 5% from what they collect in their designated accounts. Honorable Minister, Dr. Barnabas, we in the Ministry of Finance worked closely with the Ministry of Finance. It is almost a secondment, like you're giving us a task to be able to work with you on a daily basis and also brief you on our performance. Said Dictor, try our best to collect revenues, and we will give you the reports of October, which is the highest collection that we have ever got since I came to office. I will not announce it here, but the official report will come to you, and we will continue to try our best to increase the collections, which is meant to finance the budget of the Republic of South Sudan. Just to be clear here, our accounts, our collection accounts, which are block accounts, are not withdrawable. The policy of people thinking that they can get money from the banks or from the collection account is zero. Nobody can remove money from the block account unless a letter comes from the Ministry of Finance, and specifically from the minister or from the undersecretary. Less than that, forget. You cannot get money from the commercial bank, the 12 commercial banks that you collect revenues in. Not the CG, not anybody else that can collect money from the block accounts. And we made this, we signed a contract with the commercial banks, the 12 commercial banks that we contracted, and one of the prerogatives are two letters. A letter to the Minister of Finance, either the first undersecretary or the minister, and attached together with a letter of the Commissioner General. Minus one of these two, Mafi Gurush. So we will continue to do that, and with your leadership, we will continue to further create more compliance to make sure that revenues are collected and actually they are remitted on time, and especially twice a month. From the 1st to 15th of every month, we remit revenues on the 16th, 2 days turnaround time, on the 16th and on the 17th. And if the bank delay up to the 18th, then they get penalty. And also from the 16th collections up to the 30th or 31st, depending which month, we also remit money on the 1st and on the 2nd to the Bank of South Sudan accounts. And we share the reports with the Ministry of Finance. We also share the reports with the Bank of South Sudan. We also share the reports with the Executive Director of the Office of the President on a monthly basis, because these are public documents. There is nothing secret about them. So we pledge, Honorable Minister, to work with you, both my team, the commissioners, all the SRRA team, our domestic tax, our custom revenues. Will continue to support the Ministry of Finance in their quest to improve the economy, especially from non-oil revenues. Honorable Minister, as you sit in your office today, we'll give you a brief of what we are doing. We'll give you the report of collections for the year 2024-2025. We'll also give you a report of our first quarter of year 2025-2026 budget. And we will also give you a brief on our proposals, policies, the VAT policy that we have already advanced, because the Constitution talks about the VAT, and we have a draft of a bill to implement the VAT under your able leadership. The second also is the tariff book. Our tariff book is old as Rumbek, 2003. And we are trying to remove the 9th ban, which is a loss. We need to understand that we as people are in to finance our budget. Let's leave the oil aside. Revenues, taxes are the main and sure way of financing budgets. And therefore, all of us, including the public PIT, which we are not collecting, need to be paid so that the Minister of Finance can be able to finance the budget as required. As I end, Honorable Minister, Mabruk, congratulations for winning this trust, and with your knowledge and integrity, we believe that you are going to lead us towards economic recovery. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, CG, for the remarks. And as he walks back, let's again put our hands together. Thank you. Thank you, CG. And now allow me to take this opportunity.
Barnabas Chol for his appointments as the Minister of the Ministry of Finance. Your appointments have come in the times where the entire country is facing some challenges. But again, I'm very happy to hear from your First and Secretary that with challenge wings, and through we do one thing is also maintained. Therefore, if to achieve what we call long-term stability. Payment. You have heard, Honorable Minister, that the national payment system, interbank payment, all the bank operating in South Sudan, all for the government or civil servant, and manage them well in a very effective manner. Embrace to implement all the PFM priority areas, including the TSA. It is good for our institution, it is good for our economy, and it's time for us to apply that to enhance efficiency, transparency, and accountability in government operations. The other point with all the internationals, regional financial institutions, IMF, World Bank, African Development Bank, etc., etc. to maintain our mandate as a central bank in terms of price stability. Honorable Minister, you are not new. Therefore, I wouldn't want to afford to be left behind. We believe in you. We believe in the entire leaders of the economic cluster. We can do this. I just want to thank you once again for accepting us to be in the reforms that we have embarked on. And I think with your leadership, we can continue on appointing you, but also for the trust that has been restored or placed in you by so many people. We cannot afford to let our people down. Let us do what is right. With that, I want to thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Governor, Dr. Addis Ababa, for the great remarks. And while he makes his way back, let's put our hands together for Honorable Governor. Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, Honorable Atong Kwalmanyang Juk, Deputy Minister of Finance and Planning, Honorable Yen Gach Roy, Honorable Joseph Mabior Malek, the Deputy Minister of Justice, Governor of Bank of South Sudan, Honorable Dr. Addis Ababa Otho, our First Under Secretary Garang Majak, and Honorable Benjamin Ayali, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Petroleum, our able Under Secretary, Honorable Dr. Chol Deng NRA, Honorable Mawien Balabek, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Information and Postal Services, technical advisors, Honorable Kiman. I don't know if Honorable Garang is still around. I also welcome him. Simon Akuei Deng, Honorable Deng Akuei Kak of Procurement Authority, staff of the ministry, and all our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I know it seems like a dream to some of you, because to many, they have been actually thinking that the political landscape will make it so difficult for a reformist such as myself, Addis Ababa, Dr. Chol, and so many others to stand tall at this moment. But let me just tell you, our president and the entire leadership of this country are so much committed to making sure that livelihood of our people is improved. In that manner, let me thank the Almighty God, the God of miracles, for blessing my family with this second opportunity to serve as a National Minister of Finance. In particular, I want to thank His Excellency the President, our President, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, for entrusting me and believing in me and my ability to deliver. In the same note, I want to thank the outgoing Minister, Honorable Athian Ding Athian. In the brief period, he has done a lot. So I want to thank him for the attempt and initiatives that he has done. I want to thank the citizens for your perseverance, for your tolerance, and indeed your sacrifices to endure this situation. I do not want to have a chance to speak before any crowd, especially at this juncture, because of the situation. But our protocol and organizing teams convinced me that we will make it a small gathering and it will not cost much. So I wanted to minimize cost, and you know, the high turnover of ministers and undersecretaries at this ministry has made it also very expensive sometimes to make receptions. So I am so much happy that I met you once more. As you know, I was here between August 2023 and March 2024. That period was also so difficult, such as now. Things were tough. External factors like the crisis in Sudan were not favorable. Internal factors from economic shocks, high inflation, high unemployment rate, they were also threatening. I tried to explain in simple terms and vocabulary. I explained to you and to the entire nation the consequences of those factors and how we can safeguard our economy. But it was very difficult to be understood at the time. Some gone as far as bullying me and not believing in the realities of economics. At my first reception, I said the road to economic transformation will be, and I promised you to stand my ground, and I did. When the economic conference recommended policy adjustment, I started introducing budget restrictions, elimination of ghost names, of unnecessary contracts. There was a total opposition, even from some employees here. Not to mention the wide protest on social media. I neither blame you, nor do I hold any grudges towards any, because of few reasons. One, you did not see what I was seeing together. Salaries and wages were increased to 400%. Budget. And many of you who assume government has a lot of money did not see that risk coming. Do at the time than to resort to internal reforms. أنا ما أعرف الناس بيفتكروا حكومة بلقى قروش من وين. إذا الناس كلها عاطلة وما في production sufficient to collect revenue from. Now, what do we do? Because that's the most important thing. I want to request you to continue being patient, tolerant, and resilient, just the way you have been with the other three ministers. With God's grace and little, we shall overcome this situation. Let's continue the reform programs that we started last time. They were almost bearing fruits. Let's accept change in our lives, even if it is affecting your position. because the country is bigger than you. This time, we must focus on increasing collection and reducing spending. Literally, we are supposed to go for austerity measures. Austerity programs are a set of economic policies that encourages more collections, but less spending. It is just like a security, a state of emergency in a security setup. When things go tough, you also tighten your tools and your policies to rectify the situation. So this situation will continue a little bit tough for the next few months before we rectify these problems and we change the status quo. Yahuan borikum hasi, badena mshifi social media, golo Dr. Barnabas Bak Chol, umakida, but I'm telling you the facts. There is no miracle. There is nothing much that a minister can do in a very short while to change the situation. Unless you change your spending attitude. I want you to spend wisely. Free yourself from some responsibilities, from stressing burdens. I know many of us live with extended families of 10, of 20, or 30, or even more than that. Please cut that number by half, if you can, to reduce the cost. I want you to go out and cultivate. Amshi azra bamia, azra mulukhia, amulu ay side hustle. Ishtagal mahal shahin, ishtagal boda boda. Just create another source of income than depending on government salary. Very important. This time we have to invest on our skills. Let's try to go back to our skills. If you are a carpenter or a mechanic, go back to the workshop. Give government time and also practice your skills in your workshop. Let's do everything and anything at any time, just to create another source of income. I have seen people, especially youth of my age, aiming at political positions. It's okay. It's good to have a political aspiration, but you need to be a professional at any field of your specialization. This time, I want to request you to stop the noise and propaganda, negative campaigns. When a minister is appointed, the next morning, as Bak Chol said, people are busy creating lies, fabricating news. Social media is now a free platform that you create anything in your room and post it. Let's stop it. It has been 19 years and we are doing the same thing. Tarnishing reputation of our elders and our ministers for no reasons. Just because you lack a meal or you have not gotten an employment. Let's stop it. You have seen the high turnover in this ministry. Several times ministers have been changed. I'm not saying this to favor myself. Or undersecretaries or governor of the central bank, they need time. They need time to plan. Even you who is making noise, if you are given a chance to be a minister today like myself, deliver in 1 month or 3 months or 1 year or even 2 years. You need time to implement policies. It takes a while. I heard a minister in the region the other day saying that money does not entertain noise. If you want to make money, don't make noise. If you make noise, money will not come to your place. So if you want us to look for money, all of us in the economic cluster, please give the leadership time to look for money. We have abundance of resources. We just lack organization. We have all the minerals, the most expensive. The oil is there. Agriculture, the backbone of the economy. But where will we get time to invest in them if there is no production? Now, businesses have collapsed. Most of them have gone abroad to other countries in the region. Where else will Akuei get money from if there are no businesses in the country? Where will the governor of the central bank get dollars if we are not selling anything of any kind? In this ailing economy that depends heavily on oil revenues, it is very important that we implement policies that will diversify our economy. For my staff at the Ministry of Finance and Planning, please be patient. I have heard your voices. I know you're suffering. I may not have something to offer you right away, but believe me, as soon as things change, I will do the same thing that I was doing before. I'll be paying you incentive, giving you rewards, and make sure that your welfare is catered for. أنا بقوله بعربي ما في مشكلة. عشان نقوله بعربي في مستوى غير مقبول، وكان تحدي كبير مش لي أنا كوزير المالية لكن حتى لرئيس الجمهورية وإدارة الدولة. فلما دخلت الوزارة ما كان قدامي إلا أقدم برنامج اقتصادي إسعافي لتغيير الوضع. فحاولت بكل وبتعاون مع الأخوان لإقامة المؤتمر الاقتصادي الأول اللي كان عملناه في فريدوم هول. ومن ضمن مخرجات المؤتمر تنويع أدوار الإنتاج لزيادة الناتج القومي الإجمالي. قلنا نزيل الأسماء الوهمية من كشوفات المرتبات عشان يكون عندنا effective payrolls. وقلنا نوقف الإعفاءات الجمركية اللي كان بنتفع منه بعض التجار. وقلنا نوقف الصرف العشوائي خارج إطار الميزانية. وقلنا الناس كلهم يلتفوا حول برنامج اقتصادي إسعافي لتغيير الوضع الاقتصادي في عينها. لكن في صعوبة، كان صعوبة شديد في تنفيذ مشروع الإصلاح نفسه، لأنه الإصلاح لبعض الناس قد يكون مصطلح مبهم. كلمة مبهم بالعربي يعني ما واضح، لكن الإصلاح الاقتصادي نفسه ما حاجة سهل. عايز تعمل مشروع زراعي في أويل ولا في أنزارة موقع 4 شهور يمشي يجوا بدراسة جدوى. انت محتاج لجلب آليات زراعية من أي محل في العالم عشان تجي تزرع زراعة حديثة. ما تمشي تحرز الوطا وتزرع وتحصد وتخزن ما أقل من سنة أو 2 موسم. يعني لحد ما مشروع ولد نزرع المشروع ونحصد ونخزنه محتاجين لسنة ونص 2. ده مشروع رسويل بس. ناس هنا بيقولوا باك برنابا جاء وما عمل حاجة. انت قاعد تشوف الصعوبة ده في مشروع زراعي واحد. انت كده خليك من ده كله عشان تقنع المنتفعين من الوضع نفسه. محتاج تشرح لهم، تركع لهم، تحنسهم عشان يقبلوا مشروع بتاع إصلاح. أنا بتذكر هنا لما قلنا نطلع الأسماء الوهمية من كشوفات المرتبات، جابوا لنا ناس هنا يجي يضربونا لأنه في ناس ما راضين الأسماء الوهمية تمرق. هنا وسط الناس بتاعي شغالين معي بتمشي تلقاه شغال في وزارة الداخلية، شغال في بلفام، شغال في مينستر اوف بتروليوم، شغال في أي محل. لما نيجي باك برنابا أو دكتور شول يقول يا أخي نعمل إصلاح، أنت بتكون أول تارجت. قال زول لازم يمشي. ما لازم تمشي لأنه أكل بتوع بقيف. أنت عشان تقنع المنتفعين ديل محتاج ما أقل من سنة عشان يقبلوا إنه إصلاح مهم. زمن داك بكون أنت مشيت ذاته ويجي زول يبدأ تاني من جديد وما ينفذ نفسه. يا جماعة حتى هنا في الوزارة ده أنا ما قعدت معاكم هنا، عملنا حاجة اسمه senior management meetings كان بنعمله every Saturday أنا بقعد معاكم. مشاكل بتاع وزارة كله بنناقشه ونطلع بمخرجات. was to stop employment. ده كان قرار بتاعنا وانا قاعد في الوزارة ده ما شغلت زول anybody. لكن تعال شوف العجب، لما طلعت انا يوم 15 شهر 3 لحد شهر 6 الوزارة ده عينوا فوقه 250 نفر. هسه ده شنو ده؟ وزارة فوقه 1300 وحاجة، لما تزيد فوقه 200 وحاجة يقعد وين المكاتب؟ لا في مكتب، لا في توظيف، لا في قروش، لا في انسنتف. بس انت عايز تشغل زول تشغله لشنو؟ الزول ده لو اديته بودا ولا ركشة مشى هنا في كاستوم ولا كونيو افضل من انه يقعد في وزارة المالية، لانه وزارة المالية ما فيها قروش. انت البسيطين اللي قاعدين في وزارة المالية ده ما قدرت تاخد بالك منهم. في ناس عندهم خبرة وما بخلوهم يخشوا مكاتب في الوزارة المالية ده كله. ده حقيقة أنا بقوله لكم. ما أنا لما جيت الوزارة ده لقيته ما فيه هيكل. There was no organogram in this ministry when I came. I initiated one. كان فيه 5 مدراء عامين، عملناهم 10. من ما عملناهم 10 وقلنا نعمل شالوني برا ودكتور باك قصدني وانا هطلع وانا ما كنت بعرفكم ذاته دول جديد. لما عملنا الديبلويمنت اون ميريتس ناس يشتغلوا فوقه لازم يخربوا الفانكشن بتاع ده ودول ده بتاع ده ودول ده. انا لما ناديت ليست بتاع امبلويز في الوزاره جيت لقيت في ناس شوف أنا داير أقول لكم رئيس الجمهورية جابني تاني، أنا همشي في نفس المنوال. الزول المالك أسايمنت وكف عنده كواليفيكيشنز أنا بدخله جوا، والزول القاعد لي ساي بس عشان هو قريب فلان ولا قريب، وهمشي مع الناس اللي عندهم competences، لأنه البلد ده لازم يتصلح ولازم يتصلح هسي ما في زمن. المرة دي أنا داير أقول لكم بالعربي، خلينا نخط الكورة في الوطن. شغل بتاع دافوري، شغل بتاع شلاليد وبنج، ده زمنه فات. خلينا نلعبوا بالراحة. ها؟ لأنه لو لعبنا دافوري أو كل يوم قاعد يرجع تعبان، بدل قاعد يمشي تعبان، بدل قاعد يمشي تعبان. مش خير نخط الكورة في الوطن ونلعب بالراحة، لأنه البلد ده حقنا. وزي ما تنقول من ينقال نحن ما عندنا بلد تاني، نحن ماشيين وين تاني؟ ياو جنوب السودان ده حقنا زي ما قال قرنغاتين، ونحن لازم نقعد فوقه. والبلد بشهادات، والما عنده شهادة عنده مكان بتاعه كمان، ما في مشكلة. المرة اللي فات برضو كان في حاجة حصل هنا في الوزارة. كان في شوتج بتاع كاش وفي شكلة بتاع معوقين، واستخدموا الخصوم السياسيين my political opponents كسلاح انه زول ده ما قاعد يدعم المعوقين. هم كذابين السياسيين ديل اللي بيقولوا كده ده. أنا أول حاجة جيت من باك جراوند عسكري، أنا بعرف كويس المعوق ده أهم مني. أنا لازم يلقى حقه ولازم يتعالج، بس لما يكون في قروش لازم ندفع لهم، ولو ما في قروش كمان بنقول لهم بالراحة انتوا اصبروا بتلقوا قروشكم، ما يكون كريم. In conclusion, we have got a vision to transform our economy. The mission becomes even clearer when we say let's enhance our oil production and let's realign our tax collection and let's stop the random payment and contracts and let's go for agriculture and mining. It becomes a complete mission of economic transformation that requires not only patience to be implemented but faith and hard work to be achieved. There are those who will agree with me in every decision I make as a minister. It is, but here is the bottom line. Let's communicate intellectually, manipulation, and correlation over division, and also seek. Don't hate me for who I am, rather than what I can do and deliver. There are hiccups, there are challenges, and there are structural issues that needs not only time to fix, but understanding to overcome. Remember, this country is down on its knees economically, and there are those who let it prosper, maybe for personal gains. But if we really rally together behind our president and the leadership, stick together, we can transform this nation. Let's move forward with faith in our Almighty God, faith in our leadership, faith in our institutions, and faith in each other's ability to contribute to the nation building. Thank you. May God bless you, and may God bless South Sudan.